Hi everyone, welcome to Trains on Tuesday. Got my Sparky mug this morning. What are we going to do this week? Well, remember these things? Remember how sometimes you'd go for a walk of an evening and you'd find this stuff spread for blocks, wrapped around hydro poles and bushes and all sorts of stuff. And at the end of it, you'd find one of these. Sometimes broken, smashed. I'd pick them up, look for the little bits and pieces. And the reason I did that is there's 5 screws in there. And there's other bits and pieces in there too. So I'd bring them home, take them apart, salvage the pieces. And in here, I'll get into it. There we go. In here I have screws from cassette tapes. I've got the little wiper thing, I don't know what that is. Phosphor bronze anyway, I think. I've used these for extra electrical pickups on locomotives. There's also these little things in there, sometimes steel, sometimes aluminum, or if you're British, aluminium. Haven't done anything with those, to be honest. But the wiper things I have, and the screws, well, I'm going to show you what I do with the screws. So, from under the train table, out comes a workbench. Now, very recently I sent a package off to Sparky 107. If you're viewing my channel and you haven't watched Sparky, tune into Sparky, he's a great guy. Sparky 107. Now I sent Sparky a package with a bunch of ice reefers in. Similar cars to this one. And as he opened the package and started looking at the cars, first thing he noticed was horn hook couplers, just like this one. Truck mounted horn hook couplers. And of course we all want Kadees. So, how do we go about putting Kadees on this car? Well, the first thing I want to show you is how you get the trucks off without breaking things. At least I hope so. You know, Murphy's Law. If you look at the truck on the underside, on these particular ones, there's 2 holes there. 2 holes. So you can get a screwdriver, a small screwdriver, down to one of those holes. And you can feel down in there for the tabs that lock the truck into place. You get that down in there, feel that, and as you lever against it, you can then twist the truck out. Let's give that a try. There we go. Out without damage. The 2 little tabs that lock the truck back into place are still there. So that's the first move, get the trucks off. Next move, remove one wheel set with a horn hook couplers attached. Now, you've got to remove that entire coupler mount there. There are various ways of doing it. My preferred method is to take the razor saw like that in my hand and saw it off. When you saw that off, or cut that off, make sure you don't cut into that little round hole there. Anyway, I take my time and I saw. I can do it left-handed, and I can do it right-handed. Doesn't matter. Okay, now for expediency, what a word on a Tuesday morning, I have one that's already been cut off. So there we go. This one was done quite rough. Some people take side cutters to them, or sprue cutters, and just snip them off. I've seen them cut off at angles. But anyway, you got to remove that and get that back into that, or into that condition there, so that there's no coupler mounting there that is going to interfere with the Kadee. To mount these on here, you're going to need a Kadee box. This is a number 5 box. Comes with the Kadee number 5s. And the first thing you're going to want to do with that is get rid of the little holes, little mounting holes on the sides. Now these, if you read the Kadee history and instructions, these were originally put there for screw mounting onto wood kits. So they come off very quickly, just like that. The reason we take these off, in case you don't know, is so that when we've got the coupler mounted in there, we give sufficient room for the truck to pivot. Without removing those, the wheels pitch into those little bumps there and prevent truck movement. Okay, having done that, our next move is to take the lid from the coupler and place it on the end of the car. Now I like to put these, for these particular types of car, I like to put them right back. Sometimes you move them out forward a little bit. I like to put them right back on these cars. Close coupling. Center it on there, and then with a sharp tool, make a little mark in the center. Now that little mark is where you can drill your hole. Let's see it. There we go. 1/16 drill. Some of these old cars have pretty thick car bodies on them. And steel weights. Okay, so there's the hole. Next we assemble our coupler. Centering spring, make sure the little springs are in the right place. All thumbs this morning. Maybe I need another mouthful of that coffee. So, next is to get one of our screws. Pop that in through the coupler. Absolute perfect fit, and it sticks through just enough to go into there. line up with the hole, and it only takes a couple of twists, and that is on there nice and snug and tight. And the coupler works fine. So, take our modified truck, pop that into place, and there we have it. We're done. Just one thing to check, and that is the coupler height. So a piece of track, coupler height gauge, pop that on, run it in, and that's as close to perfect as I think we might need. If the coupler sits a little bit high, then take it off again and put a piece of styrene. You'll have to experiment with the thicknesses of styrene, but you can place a piece of styrene between the coupler and the car body. You might have to glue that onto the car body and re-drill the hole into it, so the screw is actually biting into that piece. If the coupler sits too low, then you'll have to go to a different coupler, an underset shank coupler. It'll still mount in the same box, and that'll bring it up to level. Anyway, there we go. Very quick, very easy, using old cassette tapes. So, that's it for Trains on Tuesday this week. I hope you'll join me again next week for more Trains on Tuesday. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please like, please share, please comment. I love the comments. Bye for now, everyone.